Scott McCall can kill anybody he wants to and still remain an alpha werewolf. True alpha is no big deal. It only refers to how you attain the status and then has almost no other effects on the individual at all. I have receipts from Jeff Davis on this whole thing, and it all comes down to Scott being morally superior.
Morally superior, I love that. I think really what we wanted to do with the term true alpha was make him an alpha who didn't have to steal his power, who didn't have to have it handed down to him. He basically, it came to him of sheer willpower, sheer force. We don't like telling chosen one stories, so he's not basically the Jesus characters who had it bestowed upon him. I like the idea that he's by being a good person, he was able to become an alpha in his own right.
There, no special powers come with the status. He's just a regular old alpha with the added bonus of not having to kill anybody and not having a spark that anyone else can steal. Well, almost anyone. If Scott makes a werewolf by biting them, he's basically sharing his spark, so that person could steal the rest of his spark. Back to the main point. True alpha only applies to how you gain the alpha status.
And become an alpha without having to steal or take that power. They call it a true alpha. It's one who rises purely on the strength of the character, by virtue, by sheer force of will.
It's clear from what Jeff told me and what he had Deaton say in that episode that the term true alpha only applies to how you gain the alpha status. If it's just about how you get the status, why then would there be extra rules you have to follow to keep the status? I mean, you get it by being morally superior, but you don't lose it if your morals slip. But what about what Scott said that one time?
Make it stop, or I'll kill you myself. I don't care what it does to the color of my eyes.
Okay, this part is pretty simple to me. His eyes had just switched to red like a minute before this. He said the words, "I'm an alpha now," but nobody in this abandoned distillery or anywhere else in the Teen Wolf universe knew for sure what that actually means. So it's one of two things. Either Scott didn't know what he was talking about, or he was talking about the change to blue when you kill someone. Okay, it could be one of three things. The third being that this speech was actually longer at some point and got cut down to just these few lines, and some of the deeper context got lost. I say that because in earlier episodes, they spoke much more clearly on how killing would impact Scott becoming a true alpha.
He wants a true alpha in his pack. He thinks it's you.
I'm not an alpha.
But you're well on your way, aren't you?
Then what is he waiting for? What does he want me to do?
He wants to make a killer out of you. That's what he does.
But if I kill someone, I can't be a true alpha, right?
Exactly.
This may be where most of the confusion comes from on this topic. But it's very clear to me when Scott says, if I kill someone, I can't be a true alpha, he's talking about becoming a true alpha. He said this before it happened. Deucalion wants to possess a true alpha, but he also wants to destroy Scott's potential to become a true alpha by making Scott kill.
If the obsessive can't have the object of his desire, he'll choose to destroy instead. You'll either willingly become part of his pack, or he'll make a killer out of you, destroying your potential to be a true alpha.
Again, they're very careful to point out that a person who kills could never become a true alpha. That makes perfect sense because killing is always wrong. It might be unavoidable, but it's still wrong, and you cannot be a killer and still be morally superior enough to generate your own alpha spark. So you can't become a true alpha if you are a killer. That doesn't mean you can't become a killer after you get the true alpha spark. The status itself doesn't prevent Scott from killing, and killing wouldn't change his status.